Which is why I'm glad like Pokemon isn't super tough. It's a nice game to chill too. I think that's what people forget. And I guess something that I prefer is that it's nice and relaxing. I think, but I'm not gonna go into that. I have a lot of things when it comes to that, and I've talked about it before, and we can talk about it more on my video on Violet. So let's leave that. And now we have our time crystal. This game's version of Milla's turn wheel, and what's it called in 3 houses? How has that just left my mind right now? I think because we use it so often that like it should be memorable, but in a strange way because of how many uses that turn back the time works in 3 houses. Man, I'm weird. That's all I can say for myself. I am weird. What's not weird is Clan just obliterating everyone. Okay. Strength is very low, so I think maybe they were talking about Jean, but I'll never know. I'll never know. Okay, Sigurd, the Knight. I don't think engaging really affects hit. Well, plus it makes them look like freaking futuristic robots. It's such a weird contrast. And I for some reason, kept going to the broken bridge. Like, I'm supposed to go around the bridge or from the top. But I kept putting my units in the broken bridge. Now, tank, the hit, dude. So it's like not being able to control Gerald is so dumb, honestly. But, oh well, I suppose. But I guess it's fun. You get access to so many units if you're all right at the beginning when it comes to 3 houses. So. But wish they could ask for more. Alright, Celyne. Nice. Not taking too much damage. I'm glad all of them aren't super frail. Maybe they balance the characters more in this game. Who knows, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah, hand next to me, lady. Yo, Boucheron. Celyne, yeah. Woo, actually. Oh, what the heck was that? Did it just like fall over when she was standing on it? That's crazy. That's awesome. I say crazy way too much. So I'm gonna say awesome, awesome, awesome from now. And I'm gonna say yeah, all the time.
I'm sorry.
I'm so cringe. Yeah, I wanna give the extra experience to Louis. Oh, their scream is so weird. No chalice of beginning in so far. Ooh boy, that's what I was worried about.
Lend me your strength.
The break. It's funny. After the break, their equipment is on the floor. Love the details, man. Couldn't ask for more. Engage and get married.
Cannot afford to lose.
Liberaton.
Raise your sword.
Override attack move from close, which is awesome. I'm so glad I actually thought of it for once to use it correctly instead of woo. Nice. Alright, Boucheron, show us what you can do. Cut that Pegasus in half. Never mind.
Please grant me your strength.
Well, Boucheron, congrats.
I feel a great power within. We have united, haven't we? My resolve is strong. I will protect my people. I will protect everyone.
Celica.
I am resolved.
I think Celica is the only mage ring emblem.
Let me help.
Rig. Why am I?
Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
I feel with Celyne, it feels like she gets possessed by Celica. That's a nice new thing. That instead of it being like he's next to her, they're gonna get bonuses. They're all gonna fight together, 2-on-1 or whatever. No, it's simple adjutant attacks, which is great. I'm glad they didn't go back to Awakening and Fate's version of teaming up against the enemies. Oh, it used to frustrate the heck out of me. Vulnerary.
so your tale ends.
Louis. Oh yeah, I can't move them to that. Let's go over there. And now at least I know to not use the Jagan. Or just use him as a defense. So my units actually get more
Sorry to trouble
experience. You live and you learn, and you gotta love to live and learn. Gotta love it. Yo Boucheron, baby. I never end up getting Fram to attack. That's just not bad.
We're losing ground, are we? Well, that's easily remedied. Release the corrupted.
Does he gain experience slower? Or is he just in an advanced class? I'm talking about, what's his face? Reinforcements. Now we have a way to stop them. Although I'm pretty sure you always had a way to stop them, or I just didn't know exactly how. No, actually, in 3 pulses, like, the reinforcements would still come. They will, like, walk through your units, even if you had, like, all of them blocking the exit. It is a weird game. I'm just saying was because, you know, it's an old game. So one of the first, well, now I'm saying it's like one of the first few released on the Switch. Funny, no, it was 2 years after the Switch came to life. Painful. I'm too old.
That was eye-opening.
And didn't take the opportunities when I should have. I would have had so much opportunity, man. With Sims and so much. If I hadn't focused on Wiz and Pirate. I mean, Wiz and Pirate brought me back to light in this channel too. So yeah, but I'm glad I left it in a way. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Because technically,
I can still do more.
I would have had a huge, like, very, very loyal audience. But due to my lofty goals of wanting, you know, Archer versus Archer, and Etienne will always win. Nice. Her voice doesn't really match her demeanor. Well, maybe her demeanor matches. It's just the face doesn't match with the voice. Can we warp Ragnarok? It doesn't hit both.
What a lovely scene.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I'm conserving gauge bars and stuff. So that if you see that if I'm being a little too cautious, that's the reason why, because I don't know exactly how that's gonna work. So you know, that's that. Talk with Celyne, and people also said that they hate
That sounds just like a fairy tale.
or don't like
Now that I have this
the
power,
retainer quote-unquote problem, but I think it's pretty good to have all these retainers because they're always near the Lord, which is perfect. It's just very similar to older games that people didn't really experience because so many people were introduced to the series due to Three Houses, which is very, very good and very interesting on how fandoms develop when it comes to stuff like that. Corrupted. Honestly, first time in forever where I actually like how the undead enemies look. The corrupted just look awesome. Only thing is that it feels like Coca-Cola, because I keep forgetting his name. I mean, he's named after me, I suppose. Divine Dragon, is that what I'm gonna call him? But yeah, Coca-Cola. He doesn't seem like he's using swords the way Byleth uses swords. It seems more like he's using a short sword, unlike with Byleth. But I love these extra animations and everything. There's just so much stuff, you know. I was surprised. I was like, what the heck? Are you kidding me right now? But then it's an armored unit. It's not a flying unit. That flying unit that's up there is my own. Oh man, nice. I hate it when they can't do damage to armored folks, just like even as a Jagan, which is awesome right now that she can, but Fram is just going to be taking damage, doing too little in return. So let's just have her heal. That is what my thought process went to. Hopefully it did. And they're both armor, which is why I need to wake the heck up and open my eyes sometimes.
I want to help you.
Get rid of the armored. But I'm just glad. The other thing with Three Houses though, I'm super glad the mages get access to Nosferatu super fast. Like literally all the white magic for Nosferatu on time. So it's one of those games, and I think they continued that when it came to this one. They don't have the useless thing where like the healers at the beginning can only use a staff and stuff, and they can't attack, and then you have to keep them alive that way. That is so ridiculous to me. So I'm glad that so far in these last two games that tradition has gone away, and thank God that it has, because you can still use that ability, right? Like I tend to use heal and dance literally all the time just to get some extra experience for my units, and that's that. But the fact that they can actually attack back on time is super great. That, you know, they're not too frail, and like it doesn't feel like, you know, you have a freaking experience share put onto a Pokemon for them not being able to do much, and just being on the sideline and taking some experience and not doing much by themselves. That is how it felt in Echoes when it comes to Wendy. I think her name is Windy, something like that. The main healer of Selka's team. Then two healers, Sakura and what's the other girl's name? Alice or something? Allison? Alice? Elise? Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I think that's where it stops, right? Yeah. Echoes and that one, and then on Awakening we have the other martial artist one punching thing that is man, it's like, she's called Elise. So I know the other one in Awakening is also starts with an E or something. Oh my goodness. Okay, but point of the matter is that all of them start off with only staffs, and they can't damage, they can only heal. It's stupid. So that should just stay the way that it is. It should never go back to that point. And again, stupidly enough, I think I'm gonna end up going to the bridge accidentally. Heal Louis, mate. I don't know why I keep trying to look for kills when it comes to her. Probably because I want to level her up so much. Ram just a little bit away. You truly do. And I really like Louis so far. Did they make him like... they look so French. I wonder if that's the okay, enough babbling. But yeah, back to the French thing. Is that the theme? Because Bolden was more like European overall, and yeah, France is in Europe, but with the names and the way that it all looks, well, okay. Another thing, I'm just super glad we can explore different areas, like different countries like this, technically, right? Unlike in Three Houses. So I'm hoping no, this is what people say, like obviously the story isn't like game breaking, right? Mind blowing. Yeah, there you go. But I like it so far. It's simple, it's okay. But this battle system, apparently they said the gameplay for this game is like super great. So I'm hoping the maps kind of remain like this, and we get lots of different interesting maps. Yeah, that's my thought on the matter. Did Sigurd defend us or something? I'm so... Come on, Boucheron. But okay, to give more matches to the Three Houses, it was pretty dollhouse like. You can make any unit, any class, anytime, all that, you know. Just like some of them obviously would take more grinding and stuff, but that was pretty cool. And I think the customization of it is why like customization of it regarding gameplay, regarding those classes, regarding the players, regarding the characters, regarding the different routes, like, you know, basically taking the route of, like, you know, other games like that have different split off paths. There's plenty in the PS5 that have that, like, legit. My brother used to play those like crazy, and like he really liked the ones where you like answer questions and it's showing a personality of the character, like he was saying in God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn, plenty.
I would have won.
So they had like choices, had different routes, had different options. There were something that predicted AI, Chloe for the kill. Who would have thought that a Pegasus Rider can destroy the armor unit just by doing one measly amount of damage? Nice, Chloe. We love you. But Alfred did the most. And on this part, like when the title screen was coming, I'm like, are my units gonna get motivation? That's how like hardwired my brain is when it comes to that game. Wow, this is the first time like 15 minutes has gone like that, and I've just been talking and babbling and doing it very well. But honestly, if I may toot my own horn, Illusia.
There's no need to be afraid. It's gone.
Very similar to Azura. Are those bangles or is she chained?
You
I hope they're
saved my
bangles.
life. Thank you.
It was
Or they're
nothing,
just
really.
bangles.
I only did what anyone else would do.
Are you here by yourself?
I am. I saw the fighting and thought I could help.
You're braver than I am. I can't stand the corrupted.
But
I
another
was
thing with
so
Three Houses,
startled
yeah,
I couldn't
so, like
think.
I love the
You really did save
multiple
my life.
things in it,
I
but
see.
also the
Oh,
it
I
required
haven't
so
introduced myself
much
yet.
micro
I'm the Divine
management
Dragon.
and forethought
What a
and all
lovely
that. Which is
name.
nice,
I'm Bale.
Vale.
but
Might
you know,
I
I'd
interrupt?
prefer
What is it?
it would
Even
do
with the
all
corrupted
the
gone, it may
things
not
in the
be safe for
monastery.
her out
Like, if
here.
you would skip it,
Perhaps we should
it
escort
would
her
have the
home
option to
or to
let
an
the
inn.
character do all the
That's a good
monastery
idea.
things.
Hey, Vale.
And you
do you
continue
live
on for
around
that.
here?
Now, if you can do it in a chapter one time, that you can do that,
Huh?
exploring the
She's
monastery
gone.
by himself, I think that would have saved a lot of time
Divine One.
and
Celyne, did you
know,
see a girl
retention
pass
for the
this
game.
way? Small with
So
long hair?
that's how I feel.
Barefoot?
No, I'm afraid I didn't
Ghost
see
girl.
anyone matching that description.
Okay, thanks. Did you need something?
I wanted to
Celyne.
thank you. Alfred told me that you accepted Firene's request for aid, and your help in the battle was the difference between victory and defeat. Thank you. Truly.
Don't mention it. Alfred and I are friends. I was happy to help.
Friends? He said that? Imagine speaking so casually with the Divine Dragon. Please, allow me to apologize on his behalf.
There's no need to put me on a pedestal. I just woke
Alfred
up.
did most of the
and
work
the
though.
world is new to me. I
Alfred
make
and
mistakes
Chloe.
like anyone.
Is that so? I thought surely the Divine Dragon would be an all-seeing, all-powerful being. But here I find that you
It's
are
funny how
rather
he's a
more
divine dragon.
human than I expected.
So he's
Perhaps we can be friends.
Then what do you say, Celyne? Friends?
I would be honored.
I'm not omnipotent. I'm omnipotent when it means to The Sims though. I'd be honored too, Celyne. Like at first, the character designs in this game, I was like, why does everybody, all the females, not have boobs? Why are they all flat-chested? Why does this feel like a freaking
Yeah.
anime like where the whole cast is a bunch of lolly-looking older ladies or whatever? That's what like turned me off from it, but
Oh my.
they're semi-growing on me, but I really like the design of the male characters. Etienne has a nice
Thank you.
medium range when it comes to that type, I guess, female unit, in my opinion. Hi,
alright.
Louis. You're gonna become one of my favorite units, I feel. So, hey, I never use like high defense units, but recently with To Do and now with, what's his name?
Really?
On the tip of my tongue to do and
Yes.
Balthus is less of a tank and more of like everything else. Well, he's a mix of all traits, but I would say, and here my editor would say, like, when we need you to speak, you don't speak, but when we don't need you to speak, you speak, which is, yeah, true. But we're picking up some fruits and vegetables. Wonder if we're gonna dine with our favorite characters this time around too. That'd be interesting, but with a smaller cast. Let's see. You know, I don't really care for that first sport with Fram. I wish it was more in depth, more different, but it matches her character, even though I would have wanted way more than what we got and how we got it. But that's for another time, I suppose. And I'm actually glad for once that we're in a relatively peaceful setting. It's nice to kind of do this type of exploring. This is like how we did it in Echoes, but it wasn't entirely like this. Like, you would be at the towns, but it would just be a little bit of dialogue and around. You wouldn't really move your character around the thing. Just find things by looking at places. It was more of like a mystery game where you pick from each puzzle and then you take it with you. But this is kind of taking that approach, but we're not stuck in the monastery, you know, in the Somniel for 24/7. It's nice.
Hey, folks. Mind if we bend your ear?
2 more minutes. So I babbled on for a pretty long while, haven't I? I was about to start the next chapter here,
We saw you trading
but I was debating. Do you want to make it longer, because I tended to really make the videos way long this time around. And we got ourselves some merchants. Yay.
They pose a terrible threat to traveling merchants like us.
How would you feel about moving to our base? You can sell your wares from there.
Divine One.
What? We don't have any facilities. These two could be a good addition.
You're gonna let us open shops at your base?
If you'd like to. We'll need plenty of weapons and items from here on out. It's a haven. You won't find any creatures there.
You got yourself a bargain. Can't wait to do business together.
Thank you for this. I will do my utmost to ensure you receive the finest items.
The only good thing about Trump and his administration is that all the creeps and billionaires and all that and the original series and are turning out to be bad people, which please, Rick Riordan hopefully will never come out to be. Please. Those books are my childhood, Percy Jackson and all that. Okay, I've read all those books, and even so many of those freaking spin-offs I listened to on my Spotify, whatever. But point is, don't let him be the next asshole like all the other famous people that are turning up now. Please. Anyways, off topic, whatever. 4 seconds. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Yo, YG Games, everything we on the rise. No slow moves, I strategize. Game is on, I don't back down. Speed so high, I run this town.